What is up, guys? Joey Robbins here, back in Okinawa, Japan. And this video I'm going to show you Gala shopping center, and there's a beach over here as well. I cannot remember the name of it, but we'll find out as we head that way. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's do this. Let's go on this walk trail here. So I'll try to post as many videos as possible. Initially I was going to live stream this, but just due to my international plan, I only have so much high-speed internet. So if I was going to live stream this, you would experience a bunch of lag. So I'll just do videos like this, and I'm going to run it only in 1080p 30 frames. So hopefully the video turns out pretty good, just so it can upload a lot sooner on YouTube. So I like to think this will be good enough video quality. But yeah. So what do I think about Okinawa? I've been here a little over 24 hours now, even though I don't really count my first day. So yesterday I flew in at roughly 9:30 a.m. and it was very hectic. First thing I was trying to do at Naha Airport was change my cash into yen, right? Get one of those exchange machines. And they only had one that I'm aware of, and it was out of order, of course. And so I was trying to avoid using my debit card. Now my credit card, it has 0 international fees. The problem is I left it at home like a dumbass. Apparently I was doing something on my computer, like, you know, getting things situated, and wow, I just must have left it on the counter. So I just have my debit card. I checked my balance. It didn't charge me a fee. When you use an ATM, I went and just like grabbed 50,000 yen. That was like the most, which that is the equivalent to like $325 or so, something like that, 320-ish. And the ATM fee was very cheap. Like, that didn't matter. It was only 220 yen, which it's like $1.50 or something like that, because roughly 155 yen is the equivalent to 1 USD. So their fee was like nothing. But yeah, hopefully I bank with Wells Fargo, so hopefully I don't get hit with too hefty of a fee. I'm waiting to see. So I'm hoping to hit a bank or find another machine where I can just exchange my US cash into yen if I need more, and I think I will need a little more, mainly because I'm using Uber to get around. Now this episode I'm basically just walking around the beaches near me. My goal is to hit Vampa Beach. That's like 2.5 miles from my hotel, so about 2 miles from here. Not too bad. Under an hour walk. Yeah, I was gonna do something else today, but it's supposed to rain. It was raining, now it kind of stopped, but I can feel a light drizzle. That's why you can see it's very dark. Definitely has a very ominous feel. Definitely an ominous vibe to it. So here, I'll show you the shopping center. This is the Gala shopping center. I was here like 40 minutes ago. I had something to eat, and I just got like a bowl of ramen, and it was actually really good. It was only like 900 yen with pork. And originally I didn't think it was gonna fill me up. It actually filled me up pretty good, so it was really good. So yeah, and one thing about over here is like all these like vending machines. Yeah, like I got like 3 waters and a coffee. Actually, this coffee right here at my hotel. It's a little more on this one. It's kind of ironic. Not by a lot more, but it's a little more. But you can see some of these drinks are like under $1 USD. and some just over $1, not a big deal. But yeah, it's a little silly that my hotel's a little cheaper and it's only like a few minutes from here. But yeah, I had that coffee and like 3 waters, and it was like $4 total. You know, it's like really cheap. As far as the restaurants eating here, it can be a little pricey. Like there's this banana place that does like different banana smoothies. I had like a caramel banana yesterday, and it was like the best smoothie that I've ever had. I'm not even exaggerating. It was like $7, so it's a little pricey. It was like 900 to 1100 yen. I think I got a large, so it was like 1100 yen, something like that. I'll probably get another one. I'll get the sugar-free one. Try not to film people, but yeah, I'm gonna go back over there. There's a sign up ahead I'll show you. There's a couple of shopping centers.
You can still hit a couple more places even if they're just right by the distillery.
Just avoiding people. Didn't want to get them in the shot. So you'll see menus all around. Like, depends on the establishment. Like, usually like the ramen place where I ate, which is just over here, you just look up the number of your order, and then they have a little machine. You just put your money in. Actually, yeah, right here. This is what I had. So yeah, I had this one right here. So that was like 950 yen. Not bad. It was really good. It was really good. It filled me up. You know, to the naked eye, you're like, well, that's not gonna fill me up. But it filled me up, man. Even though, granted, I don't eat much. It was really good. Over here is really cool. They have this like glass workshop, and you can watch them do it. Like I said, I'm not trying to put them in the video, just to be respectful. But it's pretty neat. There's actually a lot of people in there right now. But I think they have, yeah, they have a table right here, and this is the type of stuff they'll craft in front of you and stuff. You can order. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yesterday I had their famous taco rice salad, and that was, I think, about 1,000 yen, something like that. It was right here actually. So pretty neat. Yeah. So far that's what I've had as far as Japan food, but we're gonna definitely venture out more. Since it's gonna rain all day, I didn't want to, like, you know what I mean, waste travel expenses and not to really enjoy anything if it's gonna rain all day. But you know, I could try to hit Zampa Beach. That's walking distance. And yeah, I didn't even mention where I am right now. Like, yeah, this is the Gala shopping center over in Yamaton. So that is where I am at in Okinawa. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on. I'll show you more of the beach. So yeah, once I'm out of here, I'll let you guys know more about my traveling experience. Okay, yeah, and here's like all the establishments that are in this shopping center. So yeah, there's a pizza place right here, a burger joint. That looks good. I'll have to try that one day. Yeah, amazing. Had that with the caramel. Wow, greatest thing ever. That actually looks really good. It gives you the times when they're open and stuff, so that's good. Yeah, I just ate there. That was good. So yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, you can actually horseback ride here, it looks like. Yeah, I did see horses. They're not out right now though. So, alright, onto the beach. Yeah, more vending machines. They're everywhere. Actually, the ones up ahead by the beach, there's like an ice cream one. That's kind of funny with the vending machines. It's very convenient. Like, they're all over the place. Usually they're very cheap. And they have all sorts of stuff depending on what you stumble across. Like, there'll be like cigarette ones. Yeah, the one I mentioned, there's an ice cream one. They'll have an alcohol one. I haven't seen that yet, but I know they're out here. It's kind of funny. Yeah, but yeah. So far my experience. So Naha Airport, very nice airport, but boy was it busy. Wow, it was really busy. Yeah, I was blown away how busy it was, and sorry if the sound quality is off. It's very, very windy, as you can tell, so hopefully it's not hitting the microphone too bad. Probably is, and I apologize. I'm just glad it kind of stopped raining at the moment. It feels great outside. Yesterday, even though it's only like low 80 degrees, it's not today. It feels more like low 70s, low mid 70s. It feels great because of the high winds and stuff, and the sun's not out. But like, man, the humidity is extremely high. Like yesterday, it was like 89% humidity, so even though it was like 80 degrees, it felt much hotter. I mean, I liked the weather, but let me tell you, it's kind of like going to Florida or like Hawaii or something like that, where the sun is just much closer. So the sun really hits you. It hits you hard here. You get a nice tan here, which I like. Just be prepared for that. And one thing, I have to note this. If you have a fear of dragonflies, you would not want to come here. I have not seen so many dragonflies in my life till now. I mean, they're all over the place. And when I say they're all over the place, boy, they're all over the place. They are a flock, let me tell you. They're not too bad right now. I've seen a couple, but it's just because of the weather. But yesterday, boy, there was an army of them. No joke. Yeah, bugs are a big thing here. And then there's these really big flying bugs. I forget what they're called. I remember looking them up, but I already forget what they're called. They make a noise too. I think they're harmless. They won't like bother you, but they look scary because they're big. They're really big. I did get to see one yesterday. You won't miss them. You'll know when you see them. They're big. But anyways, yeah, we're about to hit the beach. Yeah, say, oh, Yamaton. So, yeah, so my experience so far, since I've been here a little over 24 hours now, it is very, very true that discrimination is a big thing here in Japan. I didn't think it would be necessarily as bad here in Okinawa, especially with all the US military bases on this island. In fact, I'm next to, pretty close to Kadena military base, like 4 miles, something like that, 4.5 miles, not very far. So, yeah. We're going down. But yeah, like, so one thing, as a foreigner, I'm already telling you out of experience, and this is no like criticism or anything, because I kind of knew, you know, as far as all my research, so I knew about it, that it was a big thing, right? But sometimes you don't know until you experience it, right? And the first time experience, boy, it is very overwhelming. It just is. even though they won't do it to your face, you can just kind of hear the whispers. It's kind of like, even if you're not familiar with the Japanese language yet, you can read body language and just the vibe in the air. You just know if they either like you or dislike you, you know, just due to the fact that you're a foreigner, right? And I kind of understand. I get where they're coming from, especially these past years. They've had foreigners come into their country and be a bunch of malicious pieces of shit. So if I was them, I can't really, you know, blame them. One thing interesting, and maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but I'm just going off of my first 24 hours experience, and it's interesting because this has already happened 3 times. 3 times in 24 hours. I've had 3 ask me, oh, are you in the US military? Which I guess would make sense, since that's a big part of Okinawa, right? If they know I'm American. And once I tell them no, like, oh, no, I'm just, you know, visiting, wanting to get to experience the culture of Japan, and, you know, just something that I've always been interested in. And once I tell them I do not serve in the military, their demeanor just changes. It's almost like it went from, like, it felt like it was a little hostile, but not hostile, maybe that's not the right word, but like, I just got that vibe, like, they're not, I don't know, they're not too satisfied with the US military here, I guess. They're not a fan. Because when I tell them I'm not, they're, like I said, their demeanor changes and they're much more friendly and talkative and stuff. It's kind of interesting. And so yeah, there's that. But like, yeah, as far as like, yeah, as a foreigner, you will be center of attention whether you like it or not. You're always going to be looked at. Now, the first, you know, when you first, okay, for me, when I first arrived and started experiencing that left and right, like, especially at the airport, as busy as it was, it did get to me. Not like under my skin, but I felt, it wasn't very comforting, you know? And, but, you know, I tried to not let it, you know, get to me. Especially knowing that can be a thing. But like I mentioned, you don't know until you experience it, and then you're like, wow, yeah, that's no joke. It's really no joke. But again, I'm not like speaking negative towards that. It's just something to be aware of if you decide to go to Japan as a foreigner, at least American foreigner. I don't know if other foreigners are treated differently, but like, that's the experience I have gotten. So I definitely have had mixed vibes so far, but I mean, it's all been good. Like I said, they're very respectful. They're very nice people. Overall, very small people too. Yeah, this is a beautiful beach, isn't it? It's a nice view. I almost stayed at this hotel. Almost. I'm staying at the Mirazuki Mira, or no, Mirasaki Mira, excuse me, in, well, Yamaton. So I'm not far. I'm just, yeah, a little over there, pretty much where I started the video. And that one's a really nice hotel. Not as nice as this one. This one's super fancy. I thought about it, but I was like, nah, I don't need that. Because to me, the point of this trip is to experience the island. And I was going to be somewhere else today, but because of the weather, I was like, all right, well, day one, I'm going to just kind of check out the beaches by me. That's more walking distance, and see what I stumble across. But what's interesting, yeah, like how people just look at you like you're a different species. I had this one young girl, well, a couple of them, they'll just like eye you. It's weird. I had this one girl. She eyed me like she was a shark waiting to strike, but not in a bad way, you know? I mean, it was obvious too. She was staring at me. She made it obvious. She didn't even hide it. she like stopped and stared at me and kind of circled me. It was very interesting. She literally circled me, right? And yeah, here's the beach right here. So yeah, that's the name of this beach. One thing cool about Okinawa, a lot of these rock structures, they're like mushroom shaped. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's quiet here, probably due to the weather. Yeah, they're closed. There were people here. They're gone now. I think the weather got them to close down. But ironically now it's kind of clear. But I think it's probably going to rain again. It's supposed to rain till like 7 in the afternoon. And it is roughly almost 2:30 here in Okinawa. Over here I thought was really cool. Sorry if the video's a little shaky. I am holding my phone. I'm trying to be as steady as possible. I like how people don't want to touch it. I don't want to be disrespectful, but yeah, people kind of build stuff here. Thought that was cool. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool. That's why I chose the hotel where I'm staying. It's just because it's really close to the beach. It's really nice. And I'll give you a really good view up ahead. This is roughly the furthest that I've ventured out so far. I didn't venture out too deep yesterday because I was really tired, you know. So my flight from Texas, USA to Taiwan was like 16 hours. It was a long flight. And what's ironic, from there to Okinawa, it was like under an hour. It was like the second we were in the air, boom, we're here, you know. But it was really cool because I had the window seat, so I got a great view of the ocean and then entering the island of Okinawa. So that was a really cool experience. Had a good view of that. I kind of wish I filmed it, but I didn't. And then one thing, hopefully I won't encounter one. They're snakes, so be on the lookout. But right here is like a great view. Look at that. And this is why I'm planning on moving to Hawaii. I had the opportunity to get a job interview at the Kadena military base, you know, civilian work. Because if you go on USA Jobs, you know, sometimes you can get lucky and hope to find one. I emailed the agency and it kind of worked out, but like I decided not to. And to be fair, unless like I'm very comfortable learning the Japanese language, and I like to think, I mean, it would take me years, but like I think I can be efficient enough. But you know, that's why I think I'm gonna go with Hawaii, even though the cost of living is much higher. But you know, there's a couple of, like where I work, they do have buildings in Hawaii, and it pays more, a lot more actually, than in Texas, like mid upper 20s. So I was like, all right. To some of you that's like, oh, that's it. Well, it's not bad. I found some hotels in Hawaii that's around $1,500 a month, and I was looking more on like the Waikiki area, so where everything is local enough, like walking distance. So maybe I'll get like a bicycle or something like that as my transportation. The bus service in Hawaii, it's only $80 a month is what I've looked up, so that's cheap. Yeah, because I don't think owning a vehicle is really that feasible. It's pretty expensive in Hawaii. But anyways, I know this isn't about Hawaii, but yeah, man, it's so beautiful. It's good stuff. Oh man, well guys, I'm gonna end it here. I actually need to go to the bathroom. Actually, let me show you something real fast. So this hotel, like I said, I almost reserved this one, but it's just really expensive. I like to, and when I mean expensive, it was like $4,000 for the week. What's ironic, Travelocity had a discount, like it was an unreal deal, so like my plane ticket would have been free, so that would have saved me 1,200 bucks. But this hotel was like $4 grand for the week, so pretty crazy. It's like the really high end, and you can tell. Actually, I'm gonna walk in here real fast. I actually used their bathroom earlier. It was actually really cool. I'm terrible, I know. But yeah, I could see why. This is like where the rich people stay. Especially in Japan, this is definitely like super high end. But I think there's even higher end than this. But this one, probably in this area, is probably one of the top high end hotels. Right next to mine. Yeah, it's really quiet, man. It's like people are in hiding when it rains. Scared of some water, huh? You live on the beach, you scared of water? Ah, there it is. Yeah, this was pretty cool entering this. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna like show you the bathroom, even though it's cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will post more videos. I'll see if I can hit Vampa Beach later today. We'll see, unless the weather really starts picking up again. But yeah, until next time, later, guys.